Welcome to Veiled Arcana Tarot, Empress. I am going to be doing a collective reading for my Cancers today in love. Today we're going to be talking about love. We are approaching a full moon, I think coming up on February the 1st. Don't quote me because I have not verified. I just know that it is coming up. So we're going to talk about what's going on in love since it's getting ready to be Valentine's Day. And Cancers, you know how we love, how emotional we get. So let's find out what's going on in love. Before I do, though, let me go to Spirit real quick. Spirit, ancestors, guides, and divine intuition, speak clearly. Let the messages that come through be for the highest good of all. I ask for clarity and truth, protection, and guidance in this reading. So for my Cancers who don't like the cards to be shuffled, go ahead and mute for this section because I'm going to shuffle the cards now. I'm going to shuffle the cards now. Okay. Cancer, I hope you all are doing good out there. All right. And I am using the A.E. Wright holographic tarot deck. A.E. Wright, so you know what I'm using. Okay. Awesome. All right, so let's go to Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, what is the, who is tied to Cancer in love, Holy Spirit? Who is tied to Cancer in love, Holy Spirit? Who is tied to Cancer in love? All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, we got the Three of Swords. Oh my. All right, let's see. All right, so the way I do it, and I didn't specify, we're going to do 3 cards. All right, I'm going to ask 3 questions, pull 3 cards, and then we're going to clarify, and then we're going to sum everything up. All right. So the second question, Holy Spirit, what is the love lesson? What is the love lesson that Cancer is supposed to learn? What is the love lesson in this? What is the love lesson, Holy Spirit, for Cancers, for the collective, Cancer collective? What is the love lesson, Holy Spirit? What is the love lesson, Holy Spirit? What is the love lesson for our Cancers? What is the love? Oh, we got too many. I'm going to take the World because that's the only one that flipped over. We had, let me see what these other 3 were. We had the 7 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Okay, I just wanted to see what they were. Okay. And then the third question that we're going to ask for my Cancerians is, what are their true feelings? What are their true feelings, Holy Spirit? What are their true feelings for Cancer? What are their true feelings for Cancer, Holy Spirit? Woo, we got a flyer and it hit the floor. All right. So we have the Empress. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. So first question, just so you can see, and then you're not, I want them in the frame anyway. First question for my Cancers is, who is tied to Cancer in love? Second questions for my Cancer is the love lesson. What is the love lesson? And we got the World. And then the third question is, what are their true feelings for Cancer? All right. So let's dive into it. I am going to sit the wide array. Let me look at the energy. At the bottom here, we have the 5 of Swords upside down. So somebody is coming out of mental confusion, it looks like. So let's see. I am going to clarify with the Witch's Tarot. I just like for you guys to know what I'm using, the Witch's Tarot. Okay. So again, I'm going to shuffle these. I have not shuffled these, so forgive me. And I may start shuffling before. I just like to be transparent. People want to know what's going on. And, you know, so many shady things. I just want you to see that, you know, it's just me and Spirit in here. We're not doing anything funny. I'm only getting messages from God, Source, Universe. No more, no less. Okay. All right. So let's clarify. First question. Who is tied to Cancer? Well, we know that somebody with a broken heart is tied to Cancer. Okay. We do know that somebody with a broken heart is tied to Cancer. Why do I say that? Because we have a 3 of Swords. That is heartbreak. So a person whose heart is broken is tied to you. Let's see why that's there, though. Let's clarify. All right. Let's go ahead and clarify. Holy Spirit. Nope, I haven't asked my question. Holy Spirit, why is the Three of Swords? And I think I pretty much clarified it. But let's see if we need anything else. What else do we need to know about this Three of Swords, right? With this broken heart, the person that is tied to you right now, somebody whose heart is broken, because that was a very specific question. So, Holy Spirit, why is this Three of Swords here? Why is this Three of Swords here? What else do we need to know, shall I say, about this Three of Swords for the collective Cancer? For the Cancer collective. All right. Hold on, y'all. We got Temperance. So we got Temperance, which is balance. Balance needs to be had. Balance needs to be had. Balance needs to be had in this situation. Somebody has a broken heart because balance needs to be had. There was some sort of conflict. And so with Temperance, that person is trying to find balance. I don't know what happened with you guys, but there's a person with a broken heart that is trying to find balance. Okay. Holy Spirit, is there anything else that you need to tell us? Well, we got the Six of Pentacles. Let me take a look here. The Six of Pentacles. Giving. Somebody's trying to make a choice about giving to you. If you look here with the Six of Pentacles, you see the boy and the girl here, right? And you see the pentacle. They're sharing. It's about sharing. It's about giving. Somebody within this situation, the person tied to you is a person with a broken heart because somewhere along the line, they didn't choose correctly. And now they're trying to find that structure. They're trying to gain some sort of perspective, if you will. They're trying to go within with Temperance. They're trying to find some sort of balance, if you will. Okay. Now, they want to find balance because they really want to give to this. Somebody's upset because they didn't give. And now they want to. All right. So that's who's tied to you. We know who's tied to you. All right. So the second question that we asked regarding my Cancers in love is, what is the love lesson? And we got the World. Now, the World is powerful because it's completion, right? This needs to be closed out. This needs to be closed out, y'all. The World. We need to move forward in this, right? And so the lesson is learning how to come out of this stagnation and choosing correctly to come out of this Three of Swords, this pain, make the decision, find the balance so that we can come to a completion, close out that old journey, right? But I'm just talking. Let's see what the universe has to say about that in the love lessons. What are the love lessons? Let's clarify. Why is the World here, Holy Spirit? Why is the World here, Holy Spirit? Why is the World here? We got two, and I'm taking both of them. The first card we got is the Chariot upside down. Okay. And then what do we have? We have the Page of Pentacles. Now let's talk about it. Y'all. Y'all know the Chariot normally moves forward. Okay. The Chariot is discipline. The Chariot is movement. Okay. So the lesson is to learn when to move. The lesson is, remember I said, you got to come out of this, whoever he or she is, because there's no male or female in tarot. There's only masculine and feminine, and we all have both. But they got to come out of this Three of Swords right here. Okay. And they're hurting because they should have given. They should have given to this relationship and they didn't. Now they're trying to see, right? Find the balance so they can come out of this Three of Swords. What is the lesson? Well, the lesson for Cancer is, right, One is the allowing, because the choice may be, that you have to bag back and allow the world, the universe, to do what only the universe can do. Go with the flow, be in the art of allowing, right? Because this person really knows that they messed up. Okay. Now, the reason I talked about the chariot being upside down is because that's the lesson. Because there was no movement, right? They're frustrated. So this is about both of you. It's like the universe wants to talk about both of you, because we know who's attached, but what is the lesson? Well, I think it's a lesson for both of you. You have to be in the art of allowing, and they do too. They have to allow themselves to give, right? To stop letting fear keep them in the Three of Swords energy. Allow the world, God, source, universe to move, because if they don't, the chariot won't move. The chariot can't move. But if they do, and I always talk about the page, because the page is like a childlike energy. Okay? Pages are young at heart, if you will. So be like a child. Be like a child with the accepting, if this is for you, but if it's for the person that is attached to you, they need to be open to receive and be like a child and be ready to give you the pinnacle. See, they have the pinnacle, right? But they're a page and they're carefree. And once they are able to be carefree like a child and open up their heart to give that pinnacle, guess what? Guess what? We can get to their true feelings, which is that Empress energy, that abundant energy, that creation energy, that overflow energy. But let's see. Let's dive more into this Empress, if we will. There you go, so you can see. Let's dive into the Empress, right? All right, Holy Spirit, tell us why the Empress is here for true feelings. Clarify the Empress. Why is the Empress here for true feelings? Why is the Empress here for true feelings, Holy Spirit? Ooh, the Hermit. Okay. The Hermit. Let me see before I speak too much about something, right? Because usually when we deal with the Hermit is getting introspection, right? The Hermit is wisdom, knowledge, right? So remember I said, if you open up, right? If that person opens up, and even you open up to be able to receive, but if that person opens up to allow this chariot to go ahead and move, okay? Because right now it's here, right? Because that's the lesson. The lesson is to give the pentacle, open up your heart, be like a child, right? And when you do, you can find out. But they can get the Empress. The Empress could be you, right? Because that's all of the queens. That's Cancer energy. That's all of the queens, right? Cup energy, if you will, is the Empress, the overflow, the abundance, the wealth. So you have that energy, right, of the Empress. And so it just means that from the lesson, right, the true feelings can come out, because you and them, I want to put both of you in it, even though we're talking about this person attached to you. I'm mentioning that because we're so emotional sometimes that we can get in our heads. So that's why I'm mentioning us. But this person can now be in hermit mode, right? To elaborate on their feelings, to get the wisdom and the clarity that they need, right? So that they can have this beautiful Empress, right? And let me see if Holy Spirit has anything else to say as it pertains to the feelings. And then we're going to wrap this up. Is there anything else that we need to know about the Hermit? Why is the Hermit here? Is there anything else you want to say as it pertains to the feelings, to the true feelings for Cancer Collective, Holy Spirit? Is there anything else that you want to say? One more card. Boom. There we go. Holy Spirit. The Ace of Wands. I love wands. It's fire. It's spark. It's passion. It's let's go, right? It's amazing. I love this for you, the Ace of Wands. Because why? that person is ready to go. That person is full of emotion. That person is ready to pour that cup into you, that love into you. The wands, fire. I'm sorry, I got cups. See, because it's still energy. We're talking about love. I can't help it, y'all. But the wands is fire. Okay? The wands is fire. That person is ready to go. That is a spark in their heart, because you know why? They got that balance. They got that clarity. They gained that wisdom. They were able to sit in hermit mode and figure it out, and to be able to give you the real love, the real passion, the real fire, the transformation. All I can see is that butterfly, right? You got to go from the caterpillar to the butterfly, which means transforming, the beautiful rays, you know what I'm saying, of the clouds and all of that. I love this holographic. This is so pretty. But that is amazing, you guys, right? So let's see what the universe has to say to close this all up. What advice, Holy Spirit, and I'm gonna what advice, Holy Spirit, would you give to the Cancer Collective? What advice do you have for the Cancer Collective as it pertains to yeah, we got the Five of Cups. Get out your head. Don't worry about the previous conflict. Let it go. You're in your mind. Five of Cups is you feeling like you lost something because they didn't choose you. You feeling like, oh, woe me. No, no, no. God, source, universe is saying, get out of your head. There is something magical waiting for you. We just showed it. That's what's waiting in love. That's what's coming up, right? We ask, who is attached to you? We know somebody's heart is broken over you, right? So we don't want you to be in the Five of Cups. We ask, what advice? Any other advice? Holy Spirit, 1 to 2 more cards. Any other advice for the Cancer Collective? We know that you need to get out of your head. Anything else for the Cancer Collective? I'm not going to take that because I hit it with my wrist. Anything else for the Cancer Collective as far as advice? That one was from the universe. The wheel of the year, right? That wheel turns. That wheel turns. When we got the wheel, if you get out your head, Cancerians, I'm talking to me too. If you get out of your head, out of that Five of Swords, out of that previous conflict, out of the old, out of what used to be, ooh-wee, we got the wheel of the year. And we know the wheel turns. The wheel keeps turning, right? We want the wheel to turn. We want the cycles of change. We come out of the stagnant energy into the positive energy, right? So that is the advice from the universe. And listen, we already know that we can't predict free will. Nobody can. But go ahead and claim this message. I want you to claim, I claim my February love. I claim my February love, Cancers. Do that for me. So once again, I want to thank all of you, Cancerian Collective, for joining me on here today, Veiled Arcana Tarot Empress. And I hope that these messages resonated with you. If they did, please like, share, and subscribe. And share this with someone who you know that is a Cancerian that could really use this information, that wants to know what's going on in love. I claim this message for myself. I wish you love, light, and truth. And so we are going to close out with this message here. I release this reading to the universe with gratitude. May clarity settle, may peace follow, and may the path forward be revealed. Until next time, thank you and have a great evening.